So a well-being economy is simply an economy that has human and ecological well-being as its ultimate goal. So this is not as radical as sometimes people think, because we already link everything. Every time we say we're going to do growth, we link it to human well-being, right? It's going to get jobs and that's going to provide livelihoods. Well, how about if that's the ultimate goal, why would you just do that directly and not with the growth? Because that has a lot of externalities, unintended consequences, and all those things that are really starting to mount up at this point to a breaking point. So we can't continue like this. That's the other thing. Sometimes when people are like, well, that sounds like a lot of effort. Yes, well, so is dealing with climate breakdown. So, I mean, business as usual is an impossibility at this point anyway. So it's not going to be easy, but it's actually feasible. So how do you get there? That very much depends on where you are. In a lot of poorer countries, they are not above their share of Earth's carrying capacity. So these green growth policies that we hear of could very well work there to really improve human well-being. Here in the US, in the West in general, more growth really hasn't made us much happier. So at that point, it's like, why continue to do it when we have all these negative consequences from it? It's actually starting to make us less healthy and less happy at this point. And so there, we would need very different policies. We're not going to cut it with just green growth policies in the US and in Europe. We have to purposefully bring down our ecological footprint, and I mean by multiples in many cases. And of course, there is the part where it needs to be equitably shared, those costs. And like we talked about during COP28, this just transition that goes for all of the sustainability transformation. And that's a key part of it as well.